Hello. In this tutorial I'm going to talk about advanced replication in CATIA digital project, and the tool that is a really nice tool that digital project offers, which is the PowerCopy tool. So what PowerCopy is, it's basically the way to create explicitly geometry and then instantiate it based on the certain inputs that you need. So for example, in this model here, it's some tower, messing of a tower model, and let's say I have a support geometry here in this model, splines, 3 splines, 13 planes and points. So the only piece of geometry, the only geometry that was actually modeled in here was this bottom piece, and then it was turned into a PowerCopy and instantiated based on these planes, and so it self-adjusts to the constraints of this geometry and turns into this kind of thing. So I'm gonna talk about PowerCopy, and also I'm gonna talk about a little bit how to create basic geometry in digital project, and how to use Sketcher or Workbench, and how to use parameters. Okay, so we're gonna try to do something like that, but from the scratch, so we can kind of follow the sequence. I need to create a new part file, so I go to File, New. In this window I look for Part, Type, and click OK, and I'm gonna name it V1. Click OK. So here is the blank file, blank part file. So here I have the axis, the global axis system, and this X, Y, Y, Z, and ZX planes. So I already have a geometrical set created. So geometrical sets are basically just a way to kind of keep your geometry in order, and we're gonna see how. So I need to create my planes here for my support geometry. So but by default we already have 3 planes here. I'm gonna unhide XY plane. So here it is, but I don't want to use it. I want to create my own planes. So I'm gonna go to plane, plane type, offset from plane. I'm gonna use as a reference this XY plane, and I'm gonna put 0 offset, so it basically creates a copy of this XY plane. Preview. Okay. Now I can hide that XY plane by right clicking and hide show, or shortcut is Ctrl H. So now I have only this plane 1 created in the geometrical set 1, and I'm gonna rename this geometrical set by right clicking properties. I'm gonna call it planes, because I'm just gonna keep planes in this geometrical set. Okay, so I have my plane 1, and this is the bottom plane. Now I need to create the very top plane, so I go to planes, offset from plane, reference my plane 1, I offset it 2800 inches, preview. Here it is. Zoom in and I hit OK. So here's my plane 2. So now I need to create some planes in between those. So I'm gonna use this planes between button. I'm gonna select plane 1, select plane 2, and I'm gonna put 11 planes in between those two. So I'm gonna uncheck creating a new body because it's gonna automatically create it's gonna create another geometrical set where it's gonna put all of these 11 planes, but I want them to go still in the geometrical set planes because that's where I'm gonna keep them. So I uncheck, I click OK, and here's my 11 planes. So these planes are explicitly defined, and if I change the offset of the top plane, for example, they all kind of adjust, but I'm gonna keep it on 2800. Okay, so we're good on planes. Now I need to create another geometrical set because I need to create some points for my splines, for my support geometry. So I'm gonna create another geometrical set. I go to insert geometrical set. It gives me another geometrical set which is already active. Once it's underlined, it's active, so all of the geometry that is created after it is gonna go inside geometrical set that is active. I'm gonna rename it. Just go into properties. I'm gonna call it points. Click OK. So now I need to create the points.